everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, what I want to talk about is travel. One of my favorite things to do, if you know me. I love traveling and I love going on new adventures. So, excuse me. So what I wanted to talk about in this video was basically just a couple things that I look for when I am about to plan a trip. Also what my thought process is when I am starting to book a trip, what I do for plane tickets, what I look for when I'm booking an Airbnb, and just kind of the step process. So I'm going to go ahead and explain everything to you in this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if there is any other topics you would like to see me talk about. And yeah, I'm gonna get straight to it. Okay, so first things first, when we're talking about traveling, we're talking about flights. So whenever I am about to book a trip, the first thing I am going to secure first is going to be the flight. And I think kind of my reasoning behind that is because at least if I book the flight, I know at least I'm going somewhere. So Airbnb, there have been situations where, you know, I had the intention on staying in a certain Airbnb. Whenever it comes down to making the payment for it, it's booked. So that happens with Airbnb sometimes. So I really like just booking the flight first, knowing at least I'm gonna get there, and then Airbnb, if I need to find somewhere else to stay, that's fine. And then oftentimes too, whenever a place has been booked and I found a new Airbnb, it's always kind of worked out for the better because it's either like in a better location or just the amenities that the property has is just a lot better. So that's something to keep in mind too when you are going to book a trip. I personally always want to look at the flights first. So for example, I'm just going to use the most recent trip that I just booked. So I just booked a trip to Cancun. I am leaving July 27th and I'll be there for a week. So the first thing that I did was secured that flight. So talking about flights, one of the two platforms that I really personally love using is I'm going to use Expedia and I'm going to use Google. So the reason why I love looking at flights on Google is because depending on when you're going to go, it'll actually show you for that month what the prices are going to be. So I like using Google because I like playing around, like, okay, maybe if I go a week later, it's going to be $300 cheaper. So that's a nice really hack as well. You just go into Google and I literally just type in flights from Columbus to Cancun, boom. And then everything popped up from there. I saw leaving July 27th is going to be one of the cheaper days. So it was roughly around $600. And then I also checked Expedia just to see if there was anything I was missing, any deals, any flights leaving out at a specific time that I would like, and there wasn't. So once I saw that there wasn't anything cheaper or any better deals on Expedia, what I did, which I just learned, I bank with Chase. So I went into the Chase app and into my rewards system, and I have actually accumulated a couple thousand points just through like my everyday shopping, and they were able to actually put those points towards my flight. So my flight was $650 with all the points that I have. I want to say I have 16,000 points, and so it kind of converted into $160-ish dollars. So I got $160 off my flight. So I literally paid like $480 for my flight. Life hack right there. If you have a credit card and it gets cash back, definitely purchase your flight through your card. So like I bought my flight and everything through the Chase app. So that's a whole nother story though. I can explain that in another video, or if you ever have any questions, you can always ask me and I would love to help you out with that. But yeah, I just learned that like a couple weeks ago, and that is amazing. And plus, on top of me already spending all that money on this flight like I normally would, I get 5% cash back for that. So that'll be really nice because those points can actually help me pay off the Airbnb. So we finessing these flights all 2022. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Another thing that I want to touch on with flights, just very briefly, is whenever you are buying your ticket, you do want to make sure that it correlates with wherever you're going to be staying at. So I know the check-in for the Airbnb I am looking at is 4 p.m. So I want to get a flight that is going to be anywhere close to that. The only one I was able to get was to arrive in Cancun at 2:30. So not mad about it. I know that my Airbnb is roughly 15-20 minutes away from the airport, so I would roughly be getting there around like 3:30, which is perfect for check-in time. So that's something that you want to keep in mind as well whenever you are booking a trip. Is my flight time versus my check-in time aligning? So definitely want to double check on that. Also, do not be afraid to shop around for flights. I had a close friend of mine just leave to go to California last weekend, and he blew $1,000 on a round trip flight. And I love you, bro. I'm like, I feel for you. My pockets are screaming for you right now, but I just want to say, don't ever spend $1,000 if you don't have to on a flight that's not international, because there's no way. I'm like, if he would have called me, I would have definitely found him something cheaper, because there's no way. So that's something too. Shop around. Don't just go for the first price that you see. If you think you can do better, chances are you probably can. So yeah, it's honestly just common sense. You just have to do your research and really think, is this worth it? Is this pricing accurate for this timing? No. So yeah, that's something just to keep in mind as well. Shop around, don't be afraid. Another really cool thing too that I forgot to mention is Airbnb does this new thing with their experiences. So you can actually look up activities and excursions to do on your trip through Airbnb. So that's been really cool, because planning this Mexico trip, there's a lot of fun activities that I want to do, and Airbnb has had it perfectly lined up to all the activities that are going to be in close proximity to me. So like, I'm looking into doing ATV tour. I know there's jet skis, zip lining, like just a bunch of cool, fun activities. You can actually book all that through Airbnb, which I love, because as you may have saw in my last video before, when I was in Hawaii, I did the scuba excursion, and that was incredible. And shout out to Airbnb, because if I did not find it through there, I don't know if I would have went scuba diving. So that's something really cool to keep in mind as well. If you do want to do some activities while you're on vacation, definitely check that out through the Airbnb app as well. Something else that I just wanted to throw out there, since we're talking about traveling, something you also want to be really cautious of as well, is you want to make sure you know the do's and don'ts of wherever you're traveling to. So like the past couple of weeks, I've definitely been doing my research and hearing stories about, the airport scams in Cancun and bird poop scams at the mall. Like, there's just things that you want to be aware of, so that way, if anything is kind of weird when you get off the flight and people are asking you a bunch of questions, that way you're kind of already aware, like, yeah, no. So I just believe, just be kind, be respectful wherever you are going. Try to speak a little bit of the language. I took Spanish all throughout elementary, middle school, and high school, so I think I know enough to get around. I also downloaded this app Duolingo, which I highly suggest you downloading. If you want to learn any other language, Duolingo has been amazing, just helping me brush up on my sentences and pronunciation. So that's been really nice as well. So check out Duolingo if you're going to any other country that's not English speaking. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I just about covered everything. Like I said, if you are going on a trip to an unfamiliar place, just always please do your research. I know I'm going to have to get a new SIM card. I know I'm going to have to get their currency, do that fun stuff, money exchange. So there's definitely some things that I need to do more research on, but I have roughly about 6 weeks. So I should be cool. I'm gonna figure it out. But the flight is secured, so I'm for sure going, and part of the Airbnb is secured, so I for sure have a place to stay. So that's the most important part. And like I said, I really just wanted to make a video on my thought process on things, what I look for when I'm about to book a trip, some of the websites and resources that I use that have helped me for my travels. Like I said, again, I did just find out about the cashback rewards through Chase. So that has been really cool and really fun to just rack up points that way and then put it towards travels and stuff that I'm already going to pay for. Plus, like I said, because I am using everything and paying for it with my Chase credit card, I am able to rack up more points on my flight, on my Airbnb. So like, it's really nice. So if you have a credit card, I definitely suggest getting with them, figuring out what their reward system is, what their cashback program is, and how you can use that for travel. So thank you all so much for tapping into this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like me to drop more information, let me know. I can make another video. Or if you know me, just feel free to reach out, and I would love to answer any questions if you have any. So yeah, thank you all so much. This is what I look for when I'm about to book a trip. And yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Deuces.